Oops. Hello and welcome to Elden Ring that I forgot to unmute when we got started, like I do so often. So very often I forget to unmute it. There you go. Welcome back to Elden Ring, specifically the DLC of Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. We have been journeying throughout the Shadow Realm of the Lands Between, a kind of alternate reality where a lot of creatures and characters have been banished. Comparable to, dang, what's the name of it? Ooh, chat, what's the name of it? Ooh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Comparable to Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, that's right. Elden Ring has been in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cinematic universe the whole time. The whole time. Yeah, that's right. The whole time. It's time to duel. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. We've been following one of Marika's children throughout the Lands Between, specifically one named Miquella, who is probably the last born of all of her kids, which she has a lot. He is specifically born of Radagon and Marika, who are actually the same person. They're like the same person, and they had sex, and then that birthed Miquella and Melania. Because they're the same person, and that's like incest of all incest, they both ended up cursed in different ways, where Melania is cursed with scarlet rot. She is always dying. She's constantly decaying from the inside out because of scarlet rot. Scarlet rot also is a outer god. We'll talk more about that in a second. Miquella is always growing. He is perpetually a child, constantly growing. I have a theory that kind of works like how, you know, when you cut off a lizard's tail and the tail grows back? I have like a theory that it works like that. That like if Miquella gets like a finger cut off, the finger will grow back. Like that's my theory, but I'm not 100%. There's also other characters in this DLC that aren't mentioned in the main game, like Mesmer, who under the service of Marika conquered a town and burned everyone inside of it and did mass murder on everyone inside of the city. Don't know if she ordered that to happen, but she did order him to take the city, so I don't know. A bunch of other stuff. I did a big recap like a few streams of this ago. I'm not ready to do another one. We'll do that one on the next one, maybe. Should I do the big recap? No, I'll do it on the next one. The next one will be the big... No. Ooh, I'm battling. I'll do the big recap. I'll do it. Chat, I'll do the big recap. Chat, we'll do the big one. Chat, we'll do the big recap. Chat, we'll do the big recap. Or we'll do the big one. We'll do the big one. What the... Alright. There's a live action How to Train Your Dragon happening? Elden Ring intro. Alright, we'll do the big one. Chat, we'll do the big recap. Dating app.
If I were him, I'd bundle my home in.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay, as we were. This is the big recap. Oh, hang on, let me mute the game so that we don't have, like, this lulling tone over the entirety of my recap. That's gonna last 3 hours, I'm sure.
The fallen leaves.
So this is Marika. She's shattering the Elden Ring. We'll talk about why in a second.
Tell a story.
The Elden Ring is basically like tenets. They're rules that the world has to follow. It's like a magical tenet. So the entire world has to follow the rules that the Elden Ring applies. Not meaning that it's like, oh, you broke the rules. You broke your amendment rights. You're going down, Buster. It's not like that. It's like more magical than that, where like if the Elden Ring says that grass grows quicker, it grows quicker. I thought tenets were specifically for a religion. This is a religion. We will talk about it in a second. But this is America. She is shattering the Elden Ring. That is Radagon. She's trying to put the Elden Ring back together actively as America is shattering it. Notice that they are in the same exact pose and in the same exact spot. This is because they are, once again, the same person. They are two sides of the same coin, and the coin is the same person.
The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog.
This is the lands between. It's the entire world of this game. There are areas outside of the lands between that are mentioned. There's the land of reeds, which is basically just Asia. And there's the Badlands, which is basically just Norway. There's a few others, I think, but none of them really matter that much aside from like very specific characters that are from those areas. Really the only one that matters is the lands between to the greater story. This is the Erdtree. It's a giant golden tree that spans the sky wherever you look. It is theorized that there was a tree that wasn't golden and glowing before the Erdtree, and instead it was just a big tree that then the Erdtree took over like a symbiotic kind of thing. We don't actually know. It's all theories. We don't fully understand that part of it. What we do know is that at one point, the Greater Will didn't have dominion over the lands between, and now he does. What is the Greater Will? The Greater Will is an outer god. This whole game is about trees, right? So, like, there's a hierarchy of the way that things go, right? So there's outer gods. These are, like, the big ones who are up in the sky, up in the heavens, in outer space, that kind of, like, they are never seen or heard, but their influence is known. Where, like, you can kind of witness them dabbling in things in the world. Sometimes that's in a physical nature where, like, you physically, visibly see something related to that god that god is putting in that place. Other times it's more metaphorical. But the outer god of Greater Will is like the tippy top, and then under that is gods, and then demigods, and then humans, right? So, like, the outer god is the Greater Will, the god is America, then the demigod is, like, the children of America. Does that make sense? There's also other outer gods, but again, they only apply to specific characters. This is America. Notice the very obvious symbolic thing of her sitting in a crucifix kind of position. There is a lot of similarities between the Golden Order and Christianity. A lot of parallels between the Golden Order, which she leads, that is like the religion under the Greater Will. Lot of parallels. A lot.
Queen Marika the Eternal.
This is your idiot's guide to Elden Ring lore. I'm doing it right now. Queen Marika the Eternal. She's called the Eternal because she took the rune of destined death out of the Elden Ring. Basically, the rune of destined death means that it being inside of the Elden Ring decides that people can die of old age. It says, hey, you can die of hunger, of natural causes, right? Taking the rune of destined death out of the Elden Ring makes it so that not only both of those aspects don't exist, like there's no natural causes death, right? It completely removes that from the situation. It also makes it so that souls can't die. because souls and bodies exist as separate things in this game. So your body can die, but your soul will live on with the potential to be reborn later. It's a whole thing.
Is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knife.
The Night of the Black Knife Assassins is a night where these girlies right here killed that guy down there. That's Godwyn the Golden. He is the firstborn of America, and they killed him and carved that symbol in his back at the order of
Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon.
Ronnie the Witch. Ronnie the Witch here ordered the assassination of Godwyn the Golden, but special little detail is when that mark was carved into the back of Radagon, she also carved that mark into herself and killed herself in the same way. It resulted in, or rather, a mirror of that mark. So, like, you get it? Sorry, did I say Radagon? My bad. Godwyn. My bad. So Ronnie here killed herself at the same time as Godwyn was dying. It basically resulted in Godwyn's soul dying, but Ronnie's body dying. So Godwyn's body lived on, but his soul was gone. Ronnie's body died, but her soul lived on, making it so that both of them only had half deaths, where that then caused Godwyn to, after being buried, cause a thing called Deathroot to sprout throughout the land, which then causes those who live in death to be revived. They're basically undead. They're skeletons, they're zombies, so on and so forth. It causes them to be revived because of his Deathroot. But not really revived. They're not, like, alive. They're more like just, like, thoughtless, monstrous creatures. It doesn't... we can get into it further. But, like... Ronnie, on the other hand, was working towards going against her birthright. She didn't want to take up Marika's throne, Marika's place, because Ronnie is something called an Empyrean, which basically means you are an envoy for the gods, or at least you have the potential to be an envoy for the gods, the outer gods. Ronnie didn't want that, despite that being her birthright. So this is all kind of in an effort to go against that. And we helped her we helped her finish off that mission during the game. And we're married to her. That's a message. That's my wife! That right there's my wife!
Claimed the Shah.
This is Radahn. He is one of the most strong legendary warriors in all of the lands between. We'll talk more about him in a second. But this is Morgott, more importantly for right now. Displaying his strength by taking down Radahn, who again is an extremely strong warrior. Morgott is a thing called an Omen. And Omen is basically a character who is born with aspects of the Crucible, which basically means, like, imagine if, like, I was born and imagine if I was born and I had like 8 hands, right? My hands looked like a gorilla, right? Like they were like this, like all chunky and like gorilla-y. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if I was born like that, or if I was born with, like, the gorilla's back, where I was always hunched over like this. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that, where it's like Morgott is born with aspects of the Crucible, which is animalistic-like things in the lands between, rather than being like an evolutionary kind of thing. It's more like horns, it's tails, sometimes wings, claws, talons, all of these kinds of things. People are sometimes born with these aspects of the Crucible, these animalistic-like things. And before the Golden Order, before America took up reign of the lands between, this was viewed as closer to holy. This was viewed as a good thing, that you are closer to the origins of our world, right? But when she took over, America is kind of a racist in a way, because she doesn't like people born with horns. She doesn't like these crucible kind of things. So she doesn't like the Omen. So in turn, she for all Omen born of noble birth, they are locked beneath the capital city inside of the sewers and chained down. When Marika shattered the Elden Ring, one of her children, Morgott here, broke out from the sewer and popped out onto the streets of the capital city and attacked Radahn, stopping him from besieging the city and stopping him from reforging the Elden Ring and becoming the Elden Lord. That's something that I kind of forgot to talk about. When Marika shattered the Elden Ring, basically all of these children were given the goal to reforge the Elden Ring to become the next Elden Lord and to reign over the lands between, to become the next king of these lands. Every single one of them failed to do that. Every single one. And this is partially the reason why Radahn was on the way to do that, to become the Elden Lord, but then Morgott stopped him. Also, a side note, to become Elden Lord, they would have had to marry their mom. Okay. This is Moog, Morgott's twin, who is also an Omen. He also has like these horns and stuff. He also has wings, but you can't see them right now. He is what is called a Lord of Blood. He follows a different outer god called the Formless Mother. She is a god of blood, or specifically blood flame. He also has the goal to like take over the lands between, but for different reasons. And to do that, he is instead making an attempt to marry a different Empyrean than his mother, which is his half-brother, Miquella. This is Miquella, again, permanently a child, forever a child, cursed with eternal youth. And he wants to marry him.
Of their newfound strength. Trigger.
This is Ricard. He is, out of everyone we've talked about, every single one of the people that we've spoken about so far is a child of Marika. However, there's like a little wrench in this system because, again, Marika is both Marika and Radagon. So some of these children aren't really Marika's children. She didn't give birth to these people, but rather she inseminated someone else to give birth, which for all of these okay, let me line it out. Godwyn, Morgott, and Moog were all children of Marika and Godfrey. Godfrey is another person we'll talk about in a second. He's the first Elden Lord, though. Ranni, Radahn, who we'll talk about in a second, and Ricard, this guy, are all children of Radagon and another woman named Rennala, who is unrelated to the family. Then there's Miquella and Malenia, who we'll talk about in a second, who are children of specifically Marika and Radagon. It's a whole fucking thing. It's a whole fucking thing. This game's fucking crazy, okay? He fed himself to a snake. He fed himself to a snake.
A war from which no lord arose.
That's Malenia. Again, born with scarlet rot. She's rotting. She's decaying. She's dying. She's fighting against Radahn, who has now become massive. Also, brief moment of silence for the best character in the game, Leonard, Radahn's horse. Radahn learned how to use gravity magic to to hold back the stars to stop a comet from crashing into the earth and destroying a city. But also so that he could ride his scrawny little horse because he became too massive to ride on Leonard. So he learned gravity magic so that he could ride on his horse. And that's Melania. They had a bit of a stalemate in a fight, and she exploded. It's a statue of America.
Ye dead, who yet live.
Now we're gonna start talking about not bosses, just other characters who are trying to become Elden Lord. So because each of those demigod children failed to reforge the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord, because each of those children failed their goal, Tarnished were revived to achieve the goal instead. There's not really much more lore to Leonard, unfortunately. But each of the now because of all the demigod children failing to reforge the Elden Ring, the Tarnished are revived to do that job, to reforge the Elden Ring. They are people who are... How's the best way for me to, like, word this? They're people who were previously in the plans of the Greater Will. The Greater Will had plans for them, you know, God's plan. They had plans for him, or them, and all of a sudden, they were no longer in that plan. They were no longer in the grace of the Greater Will. So in turn, the grace was stolen from their eyes, and they are called Tarnished. People who were previously viewed as holy and part of the plan, but no longer. Some of these because they're sinners. This is Godfrey, also known as Horalu. Again, first Elden Lord. He is the first husband of Marika. He fought many wars in the service of Marika. He defeated the giants. He defeated the Storm King in single combat, a bunch of others. He is basically the reason Marika has rule over the lands between. Listen, I'm on Kendrick's side, okay? But fucking, this is Godfrey. And after he finished doing all those wars, it was just a good goof. He then got banished by Marika to the Badlands, where the light of grace left his eyes. He got banished. And all of his soldiers who fought under his banner also got banished and became Tarnished. I need a drink. Jesus Christ, there's so much story in this goddamn game. That's Gold Mask. He's basically like a loyalist. I keep making this parallel because it just makes so much sense. If the Golden Order and Marika believe in the Bible, he believes in the Quran. That's Fia. She sleeps with corpses and brings them back to life using the spirit power from other people that she slept with. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Notice how she's naked.
Deathbed companion. The loathsome dung.
That's Dung Eater. He sucks people off and gives them an STI. And that STI makes it so that they can't be reborn. And any children they have also can't be reborn. He does this while they're dead. He desecrates corpses. It's a good game. That's Godfrey. He's a nerd emoji. Or sorry, that's Gideon Ofnir. Sorry, not Godfrey. Different. That's Gideon Ofnir. He's a nerd. And then it's gonna go, I'm not gonna wait for it. Then the last one is us. We are probably a soldier from Godfrey's army. Probably. but we don't actually know who we are before the events of the game. But that's us. All right, cool. Now on to the DLC.
Peggy 16.
This one I know a little bit less about because we haven't finished it yet.
Miquella the Kind spoke of the beginning.
Again, that's Miquella, son of Marika and Godfrey.
And the betrayal.
Sorry, Marika and Radagon. I got distracted. Hey, Frost.
An affair from which gold arose.
No, I don't know what's happening.
Shadow born. What followed was a war unseen.
This is the siege held by Mesmer, where he went through the city, or rather his soldiers did, and brutally murdered everyone inside of it.
A purge without grace or honor.
At the order of Marika. They tried to fight back.
Of Mesmer's flame.
They did not succeed. All of these people inside of this city before they were brutally murdered were called hornsets. They were people born with horns. Wow, more racism from America? That's crazy. We don't really know much about Mesmer yet, but I'm theorizing that she's another one of America's children, but we don't know.
And so kindly Miquella would abandon everything.
Miquella started cutting off pieces of his body in order to lead people to
His golden flesh.
where he is, I guess. I don't know.
Finding strength.
He also removed his Elden Ring itself, the greater rune that he was given. He broke it.
But we are not to
It was a greater rune that caused charming. It caused people to be charmed by him. And when he broke it, all of the Tarnished that were following in his tracks, all of those people, were no longer charmed and no longer believed that Miquella was actually Miquella the Kind or a good guy, except for one of them who is still a simp. And there you go. There's your recap. Wow, crazy. It took 27 minutes. One more thing before we get started here. Before we jump in. I did some things off stream, just a little. I went through and I killed these guys. These big fire guys. I did it with the help of crowd control to like do some speed stuff, as you see, to make it faster. But these big fiery guys that are walking around, I killed a bunch of them. I killed 3 of them. That guy, see? There were 3 of them that we found, and they're very, very boring to fight and watch. So I went through and I killed them all. This one, however, this last one that I had to kill, you can see that it had armored legs. See that? See that? And you called me a coward for grinding off stream. Yes. And I will again. I'd do it again. But yeah, I did this, and you notice that it's actually not doing any damage to him. So I had to look it up. I had to look up how to fight this guy. And I found out that you need to build consumables. See, I tried using arrows to shoot at its head. And that didn't really work very well. So I learned that you need to make a item. You can see me Googling it right now. I had to make an item, those, and jump up to a ledge nearby, and then using the item, I had to throw it inside of the head. You can see I just missed. Is there audio to this other than game? There's not even game. It's just completely nothing. So yeah, I had to walk up to this ledge and throw an explosive in its fucking head and then run away. And I had to do this over and over again I had to do it like 5 times without dying. As you can see, I died. I had to do this like 5 times without dying in a row. And if I failed to do it too many times, then I would have to remake the things, which would mean I would need more materials to remake the things. So it was a whole thing. It was a whole ass thing that I had to do. And I'm glad I did it off stream because it was not fun. It was not fun to play. I guarantee it wasn't fun to watch. So, I did all that. And now we're here. And in that time, I gained some items that I wanted to read for you guys because they're new. But we'll do that after this ad break. Is small horse friend our horse? No, our horse is named Torrent. There is a theory that our horse was previously owned by Miquella, but we don't actually know. We don't actually know. So, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 commercial, that looks super cool. That's coming out soon. Oh, is small horse friend with our horse? Leonard is friends with everybody. Everybody loves Leonard. Just like Raymond. Yep. 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 Can we become Leonard? We can become a dragon, which is close. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Not the same? Not the same. Damn, Jenny. Alright. A crystal tear formed slowly over the ages, where the scattered sap of the skidoo tree pools deep within the furnace golems. Can be mixed with a flask of wondrous physic. Concoction temporarily restores FP upon landing attacks. Ooh. Same thing. Concoction eliminates all stamina consumption. However, this effect is only brief and will expire quickly. Solidified knot grease made from a mixture of incendiary materials. Craftable item. A short string is attached to this lump. Quickly coats armament, adding heavy fire damage to attacks, but with a brief effect owing to its small size. Fire was a symbol of the Crusade, and even Mesmer's rank-and-file soldiers would wield it. The resulting concoction gradually restores HP of one's ally over time. Has no effect on the imbiber. Imbibing. We ended on a boss. I can't remember how far we were in on the boss, so we're just going to start back at 1. Or 0, I guess, technically. But, you know, whatever. Hey, Selman, how you doing? Jesus Christ. One! Death counter when? Right there. Man. I got a raid? It didn't pop up for me. What? Y'all see a raid? Huh? Let me thank you for the raid. Why didn't it pop up with the raid stuff? I don't even see the raid in chat. What? This is like, I had to refresh my activity feed to even show that a raid happened at all. It didn't pop up in chat. This is I've never seen this before. Hi Lumia, how is your stream? How is art? Here, let me do a thing, hang on. Insane. Yeah, that's not even like, what is going on? I don't know. This has never happened, like, this is, I want to be clear. This is not a glitch with StreamerBot or OBS or anything else. This is directly a Twitch glitch that is happening. Something that I have no control over at all. Like, this is Twitch specific. Because it never popped up in chat for me. Like, this is, I've never seen this. This is crazy. Thank you, Lumia, for showing me something new. It's so rare that I get to see something new on this platform. It's so new. It's so rare. Go follow Lumia, everybody. Fantastic VTuber who I'm getting to know recently. We're becoming besties. Slowly but surely, besties. How was art? What were you drawing today? Or whatever, you know. Sculpting. Painting. Knitting. Crocheting. Can I fist it? Now's the time. No, I can't fist it! Man. My elements has been jacked lately as well. What I'm thinking will happen is that in a hot minute here, it's going to pop up in chat that you rated. I think it's going to be delayed. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, but we'll see. I was working on my Vroid model's new clothing set. What kind of clothing set? Using Vroid Studio to base it all and then color it out in outside programs. Interesting. Interesting. What kind of outfit? Dang. Is that death? No. That is. It's a Neo-Tokyo style of clothing for the Year of the Snake. Hell yeah. Oh, I never did a marker that I started gameplay. Dang it. Ooh, that's gonna be rough for me later. Yeah, I just fucked over future me's life a little, but Yeah. Dumpling made a Year of the Snake art piece over on Blue Sky. Link it, Dumpling. For VOD, so I upload my VODs on YouTube. I don't leave VODs on Twitch. I put them over on YouTube for a couple of reasons. The selfish reason is because I can make money on YouTube. Or at least I will be able to down the line. Through like ad revenue and stuff like that. I don't really make that much on Twitch through ad revenue and stuff like that. So me putting it on YouTube makes it so that down the line I can make more revenue at no cost of you. Which is always the goal. I want to make as much money without requiring y'all to give it to me as I possibly can. So that's the selfish reason. But beyond that, it is also higher quality over there. I'm able to upload at a higher quality. So, like, basically, to put it in technical terms, for those of you that don't understand, bigger number is better. My stream is running on 3000 bitrate right now, which makes it so that when there's a lot of motion on screen, sometimes things get a little chunky. On YouTube, they're at 12,000. So basically, to put that in dummy terms, in not high-tech, smart people smarter than me, because I don't even fully understand what bitrate is, and hey, you know what? That's fine. It's 4 times the quality on YouTube. On top of that, it's also 1080p, where this is 720 on Twitch right now. Most people understand that, how much better that is. So yeah, a bunch of stuff. So over on YouTube, all of that stuff exists, and I can market it by giving it its own thumbnail and title and stuff like that, which gets eyes on the stream, hopefully, and then so on and so forth. So the markers make it so that I can set time codes on the YouTube video, so that if I'm like, for example, when I finish fighting this boss, there will be a time code on the video for after this boss if someone doesn't want to watch this fight, right? So it's all that stuff, as well as I finished the recap, so there's supposed to be a time code after the recap for those who don't want to watch me talk about the story of this game. It's all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah. Do you bring your chat over there too? I bring my chat over there using a app called ChatReplay. That right there. I use an app called ChatReplay. It's an extension that you can install on your browser that allows you to see the chat log of the entire streams, of every single stream. It is only missing from, like, maybe 2 VODs over the course of, since... From when I played Bread and Fred with Prince Devi. So I think it's over a year now. I think. Of VODs that have chat logs. Supposed to work in your Discord? Thank you, I want to see. I always forget he does that twice. Yeah, that's right, I gendered this hippo. Those spikes did so much more damage than I thought. Oh yeah, and on top of that, the VODs are edited to remove things. But they're edited on the fly. I don't do it in post. I'm using a file format on OBS called an MKV, which adds in a pause button where you can pause the recording actively. So every now and then, parts of the stream will be cut out for the VOD. So whenever I say something to stream that's like, oh, I want VOD to hear this or something like that, that's me saying the VOD was paused, I'm unpausing it. And then, like, I'll repeat what I said. Always 3D does that twice. Dang. Oh my god. 1 HP in a dream. Stop! 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 It was a nightmare. Do you upload your advice as independent videos? Some of chat has been trying to get me to do that for years. To upload, like, stream content tutorial stuff. Haven't. So, no. But you can always ask me questions. My reason for not doing it is because, like, I want it to be professional. Like, I want to write, I want to, like, have it be scripted. I want to edit it. Like, I want to do all that. And I just don't have the time to do more of that right now. Because I'm also, because, like, while I'm streaming, I'm also doing video essays. I used to do the gaming news. Now I'm doing video essays. I've been doing video essays for a few years, couple years, I think. So I just don't have the time to do another form of edited content. So it's something that I will do when I have money to hire someone. Man. It's like, I don't want to, like, I stopped doing the gaming news because, like, it wasn't fun for me in that way anymore. I started doing the video essays because, like, at the end of the day, I want to tell stories. So the video essays are an outlet for me to tell stories. While also embracing my passion, which is, like, game industry bullshit, right? And that's something that, like, me being an advice streamer just wouldn't, or an advice channel just wouldn't do. Oh, that's an AoE? I can't see. I can't see. Now I can't hear because my earbud died. Okay. Poke. I'm tired. Take a nap. Okay. Jesus Christ. That was new, I think. I pressed the roll button, but I was mid-animation. Got pretty close, though. Got pretty close. Okay.
I want that chubby communist girl off the show.
Oh, jeez. Oh, geesh. And I wasn't just repeating the sound. Okay. I don't know how to avoid that. I know how to avoid that one, I just didn't. Okay. Dang. Boop, boop. Oh. Now, how many attempts do you think that is? I can't really tell, huh? Interesting. How much do you think that is? Let's go check a look. Let's go check a look. Let's head down here. Oh man, look at that. Let's just just real quick, just real quick, just real quick. Boop. 36. Okay. All right. 36. Okay. Boop. All right. Aspect of the crucible that manifested in the golden hippopotami. Hippopotami? Is that the plural of hippopotamus? Is hippopotami? Hey, hippopotamu. Hey, okay. Creates a blistering mass of thorn-like fur on the caster's back before scouring the area by rolling around the ground. Charging increases the number of rolls and range of attack. In an age long past, before this land was enshrouded in shadow, the vitality of the crucible flourished. Remains can be seen in the ancient ruins. And also another skidoo. I'm gonna light this, but we actually need to do a little bit of backtracking real quick. But yeah, I would recommend the Xbox Series X over the S. Obviously, do your research, do your own research, look it up, figure it out for yourself. The Xbox Series X is more expensive. But there is a lot of evidence of the Xbox Series S holding back third-party stuff. And of games just running poorly on it. But it is like, I think $100 more expensive to get the X over the S. But again, it's been 5 years since the Series X came out. So you might be able to get something secondhand. PlayStation is an option, however, you are then missing out on Game Pass, because their PlayStation Plus extra stuff is kind of not great. And in turn, you instead gain exclusives that you have to pay $60 for. You also are dealing with a company that isn't very friendly with crossplay and stuff like that in comparison to Xbox. Because Xbox is Microsoft and they own Windows, they're very friendly with crossplay and cross-platform stuff. In comparison. Oh my god. That's 200,000 souls. I'm gonna go get that. Runes. I'm gonna go get that. But it runs really well. PlayStation 5 runs well because there is only the PlayStation 5 and now the PS5 Pro. There is no... the digital version of the PlayStation 5 is just that. It is just the PlayStation 5 with no disc drive. But the Xbox Series S is a version of the Xbox that is lesser in hardware. That's why I'm like, get the Series X, because like I think it's like $100 more expensive, but like that $100 is very much worth it in the performance that you gain. But again, I'm saying this as a third party. I don't own an Xbox. I don't own a PlayStation. I don't plan on owning either of them anytime soon. I've not done my research on these things, so do your own research. I'm saying this as a person that has learned these things through gaming news and stuff. Yeah, I use the PC and the Switch. And even then, I barely play my Switch anymore. Because the Switch I play only for the exclusives, and they haven't been releasing, or the ones they have released I can't play right now, because it's Echoes of Wisdom. And I'm looking forward to Metroid Prime 4. But Drew, I trust your opinion. Still look it up and look up the text difference and stuff. You know, it's your money. Because again, I don't own this. I don't own these things. But if you can look up, what's the name of them? An ad's happening anyways. Okay. My thing is I'm getting this, I'm getting the Xbox Series to play Monster Hunter Wilds. And if the Series S is running poorly, then I'd prefer the better of the two. The Series X is definitely better than the Series S. I think they released, like, didn't they release a new version of the Xbox Series? Didn't they? Am I wrong? Was that, like, I don't think it was, like, a pro version of the console, though. It was just, like, I think it's the same thing, but with a bigger hard drive or something? Yeah. Hang on. When asked why no Xbox equivalent to the PlayStation 5 Pro had been announced, the executive, Phil Spencer, explained that he couldn't justify releasing a mid-generation console this time around, as any improvements made would be minimal. He also stressed the importance of releasing something that would create value for consumers. It's less like the old days. Going from the original Xbox to 360, That was a standard definition to high definition, Spencer said. Now it's harder to show the benefits. We're not going to grow the market with a $1,000 console. I can't believe how fucking right he is when the PlayStation 5 Pro is $700 and like the increase of performance between the 5 and the Pro are so minimal for that much of a price increase. So right, bestie. You go, Phil Spencer. What? I know exactly why Dole wants the Xbox instead of the PC. Because you want to sit on your couch while you play. You can sit on the couch and play PC games. You know what, dude? You know what I'm going to recommend to you, dude? You know what I'm going to recommend to you? Something that, like, is wild, and I haven't recommended to anybody. You should look into a Steam Deck. You should look into a Steam Deck. I know. Crazy. That's something that, like, none of us have talked about. You should look into a Steam Deck. You know? Because then, like, you can play in bed. You can play on your couch, on your TV. You can play anywhere. And, like, it's a pretty decent thing. Yeah, get the OLED one. If you can afford it. I don't know what the price increase of that is. But, like, that's pretty close to the price of an Xbox, I think. How much is a Steam Deck right now? You can play on the toilet? Yeah, like, I've heard a lot of people talk very positively about their experience with the Steam Deck. Because I watch Kinda Funny, as I've talked about before. They're some of them are all about Steam Deck. But Game Pass, though, you can run Windows on a Steam Deck, which means you can install Game Pass. Yeah. You can also do Linux. It's a Linux-based system, so you could do Linux as well if that's more your thing, if you want to figure that out, which you can also install Game Pass on, I think. Yeah, the Steam Deck right now, can I show this? Am I allowed? Yeah. Blinding warning. The Steam Deck right now is $400 for the standard. If you don't want to play handheld that often, then just get the LCD one because it's just this screen. But if you do want to play on handheld a bunch, it's $550. The Xbox Series S, I think, is $500 right now. Or sorry, Series X. Yeah, it's $450. So it's a $100 increase, and it's a Steam Deck. You can play it anywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Like that's good. That's good shit. There's also refurbished ones. They're certified refurbished. Oh, you can get one for cheaper. It's out of stock right now, but you could get one for cheaper for $440 for refurbished. Yeah. But yeah, if you don't want to get a PC, which is understandable, A, expensive, B, you said you don't have space to play in, like, your living room, right? A Steam Deck would be a good way to go, and they're kind of talking about, now, like, maybe this has changed. I think it's been a year since this was said, roughly. Gabe Newell has, like, or you know, someone else in Steam, in Valve, I mean, has stated that they don't plan on releasing a Steam Deck 2 anytime soon. Now, again, that could have changed. But it doesn't seem like they're doing that. So, like, with an Xbox, right, like, we are, I've said this a few times now, we're 5 years into the generation. There's no opening to this tent. Oh, I see it. We're 5 years into the generation right now. I guarantee you, behind closed doors, PlayStation and Xbox are looking to release their next console. Now, maybe Xbox more than PlayStation. Xbox has been talking about a handheld console. We don't have a timeline for that, but a lot of people are guessing 2028. regardless, I digress. They are definitely talking about... They're definitely behind closed doors talking about the next generation of these consoles. Because we're 5 years in. So, like, buying an Xbox or a PlayStation 5 right now, when we're this far into the generation, is kind of a little bit of a risk of, like, a risk of missing out, I guess, because we're so close to what would be a new generation of some kind. But at the same time, in the same beat, that also means that there are a lot more games on those consoles right now than there would be at launch. Especially for PlayStation, where there's exclusives. You know? Also, I missed something from earlier, and I'm scrolling up. Ace said that their muscles hurt. And we were trying to do exercise that build up back muscles, and a lot of them were also doing arm-related. So I ended up having noodles by the end of the workout. I get you. I used to do the fly to do the back and the chest. People that can guess the next when the next console comes out are like me when I can guess what Pokemon will announce every year. We're assuming 2028 right now. 2028 is probably when something next generation is going to come out. For Xbox, that might be their handheld rather than a new generation, but we don't know. So the situation is my chair is uncomfy, and my apartment wouldn't allow me to put my desk by my couch. So will the Steam Deck play like heavy games like Monster Hunter? And how do you connect that to your TV? I believe it's just an HDMI to connect to your TV. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's what it is. So you just connect it through an HDMI to your TV. There is a dock that you can buy, but I think it's sold separately. But yeah, I think there is. That guy dropped so many things. But it works similar to a Switch in that way. And I would look up Monster Hunter Wilds Steam Deck and see if they verified it. There are a lot of games that get verified for Steam Deck. And are very good performance because of that. You probably wouldn't be playing at like maximum settings on the Steam Deck, but like, yeah, you could probably play it. Yeah. Welcome back, Varian. You know what sucks about Nintendo? So many things. You can't just connect the Switch to an HDMI undocked unless you want capture card lag. There's an HDMI on the side of this thing? How do you even do that? Like through like, do you get like a USB-C to HDMI or some shit? How would you even do that? Exactly. That's probably lag from the cable rather than the Switch itself. It's not designed to do that. Can someone watch the Switch 2 trailer and see if there's an HDMI on the side of the thing? I remember that being a rumor that there was going to be before it launched. Yeah, so anyways, when I leave the stream, just so you know, when I leave the stream and I go behind that door over there, I just need you to know that, that there's a bunch of dudes blowing each other and I join them. That's what I said, kinda? What? About the blowing dudes? Okay, I've explored this area. How you doing, Robo? Oh, what's up here? Hang on, let me see what I got. Though the engraving above the heart is a Erdtree design, it is etched in gold, a small consolation to those forced to wage a war without a grace or honor. And, these keepers of faith fought bitterly to spread their gospel in the realm of shadow, where there was no Erdtree to gaze upon. Oh. Weapon used by soldiers who serve Mesmer the Impaler, a steel axe worn from use. A favorite of those who lost themselves utterly in their Lord's war, capable of performing a powerful charge attacks. I read that a little wrong, but you got the idea. Apparently the beta test ran not great on the Steam Deck. Yes, but they, Capcom has specifically come out and said that they are rebalancing the game. Whoa. They are rebalancing the performance of the game to make it so that it can work on lesser hardware. I'm walking up to this furnace golem's bussy. Look, chat. Bussy. In the next beta, the only changes that will be made is that will be available as the new monster weapon changes. Optimization are for day one. Yeah. Which is kind of dumb. I kind of don't like that. Manhunt? Dude is talking about buying an Xbox Series X, and I suggested a Steam Deck. I think it's safe to say, dude, that, that if the specs for a Steam Deck are equal to or greater to the spec requirements that Monster Hunter Wilds lists, then it will be fine. So I think you should look at the specs for the series or for the Switch, and I can do all this after stream if you want. But I would recommend that you look at the specs for the Steam Deck, and then look at the specs required for Monster Hunter Wilds that they've listed, and then compare and contrast and see if it's above or equal to their requirements. I think I'm reaching a limit of how much media I consume / keep up with. I'm reading so many comments watching One Piece playing 2 different games. I can only, like, I can't do all that. You're doing more than I can. Keep fire pots well clear when the golem's furnace is ablaze, and never let me catch you with pots that produce flaming whirlwinds, for goodness sake. Well, I already figured that out by Googling things, so... I wonder if when the guys fall, if I can throw the thing in. Chat? There's a dog. Chat, there's a dog. Murderer? I haven't killed the dog yet. Leave me alone. Any items? Any items? Dog? Any items? Ah. Dog, dog, dog. Yoink. Ooh, okay. We're good. We're good. All's good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay. Are we winning, chat? I'd say so. I'm playing Pokey MMO, Cobbleman Minecraft, taking a class and trying to listen to an audiobook every so often. Yeah, I can't do all that. Why Xbox? What draws you to that specifically? Dude wants to, A, use Game Pass, and B, play Monster Hunter Wilds. And play on their, TV by sitting on their couch. Which isn't possible with PC because of their apartment. Are we winning? I'm winning. Next month, it will be 3 classes. Does that count? Oof. Okay. How am I gonna keep up with all my stuff once school starts on the 10th? You won't! That's the cost. Plus the loads of money that college costs to even go to in the first place. Yeah. You know. Okay. Did I ever go down there? I don't think I could. Yeah, I don't think I could. I could get down to the poison, which I did. But I don't think I could get all the way down to the bottom. Okay, back to the castle. It's not open from this side. Okay. Luke Skywalker is outside your house. I was thinking more Darth Vader, but... you know. Either or. Luke does do that at one point. I guess strength would be the way to go. Yeah, let's get strength to 35. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this earlier, but I'll talk about it now. I was thinking about stopping Movie Game Monthly, chat. I decided to not upload the last one because it just feels like all these movie games, whenever we're doing them, it feels like they're funny for like the first hour or two, and then then they become old, and it's like, I can't tell the processor is good. Link me. Or you can look it up. Look at the processor and see. I have an idea of what to replace it with. I don't want to talk about that right now. I need to think on it more. But I have been thinking about stopping Movie Game Monthly for kind of the same reason that I stopped it before. Because the Movie Game Monthly is something that we used to do before, long ago. So I think I'm going to change off and not do Movie Game Monthly, and I'm going to instead do other crappy games, like Quack is saying. Right now, like, in my brain, right, like, because I also don't enjoy Movie Game Monthly that much. I don't enjoy these games. I kind of get bored, over the time. I really enjoy the Itch.io show that we do. Which is what Vic was just saying. I really enjoy the Itch.io show, which is a night where we play a bunch of Itch.io games. So I was thinking either we do the Itch.io show every month rather than every other, or a different idea that I have that I don't want to talk about because it'd be a surprise. But I haven't decided yet. Maybe you could do. I already read that. You are entertaining, but the novelty of the game does kind of fall quick. Would probably appeal to most of the people who played that as a kid, but is probably a really small audience. Yeah, I mean, yeah. What if we pretend to be surprised? No. I'm good at keeping secrets.
The flu is cooking.
How you doing, Floof? No such a thing is utterly inconceivable. We have not been abandoned. Mesmer is the son of Queen Merica. Her Grace would never abandon her own flesh and blood. Theory confirmed! Theory confirmed! Let's go! Theory confirmed! Mesmer is a child of Merica! But who's the daddy? That is yet to be seen. Who's the daddy? We don't know. But Mesmer is the child of Merica. Mesmer is yet another child of Merica. That means Merica, in her lifetime, had at least Radon, Ricard, Ronnie, Godwin, Mogwin, Morgott, Melania, Miquella, Mesmer. She had at least 9 children. She has at least 9 children. That baby factory is popping. But this would also mean you'll never play the Incredibles game I wanted you to try. I mean, it's not off the table. It could still happen. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think on it. If Movie Game Monthly does stick around, then in reality, it probably would be what y'all are saying of, like, swapping up the movie game and not just doing one game the whole time. We'll see. I need to think on it more. I think we'll, skip... We'll probably skip the Movie Game Monthly that would be February's. So that I can mull it over. bored immortals in your area? No. This would have had to happen before she plucked the Rune of Destined Death, because after the Rune of Destined Death was removed, they didn't fuck anymore. Everyone's sex drive died. No one was having children. No one was fucking. So theoretically, assuming that that applies to Marika and other demigods as well, she would have had to have Mesmer and all of these other kids before they were immortal. Yeah, I'm actually your joke. And I'll do it again. Okay. Stealing my jokes too? I improve your jokes. Main Gooch. Dagger with a large handguard, intended to be used in the left hand, thereby complementing a piercing sword or identical blade held in the right to enable a distinctive fighting style. Really? Okay. So if I go down here, and I swap to it, does this do anything? No. Okay. If I equip a different dagger, like the Blade of Calling, what does that look like? Okay. Kind of not anything. Kind of not anything. Okay. But if I equip a thrusting sword, and I press it, oh, it does work. But is this not just the same exact moveset? Is this not just the same exact moveset? It's exactly the same. What's the point of using that? Rather than just a different thrusting sword. Because it parries? What the fuck? Okay. Are we ever gonna get the lore explanations in the form of a rap? No. I can't do that, Chad. I can't do that. I would be butchering rap as an art form, okay? I can't even do that as a joke. I would be butchering the art form that is rap. You kidding me? You kidding me? Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You think I can do that? Fucking... I look like Ned Flanders. You think I can fucking bust out a rap? You're crazy. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Rap is easy. You just gotta go, yeah. Hey, I'm Drew, and I'm here to say... America had 9 kids. Yeah. Talisman of Lord's Bestowal. Talisman depicting Godfrey, first Elden Lord, receiving the precious sap. Increases poise after using a flask of tears. The Lord accepted the sap stoically, without any sign of wavering. No wonder Lord of the Erdtree casts a long shadow over the lands. Hey, I'm Drew, and I'm here to say, America spread her seed in 9 funny ways. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Ugh. Oops. Habit. You gotta use your Fame Connects to DM Kendrick and give him the Elden Ring lore. What Fame Connects? Hey Kendrick, I'm a Twitch streamer with like 30, sometimes 40 max viewers. Can you rap the Elden Ring lore for me? Thanks, bud. I got Drake on the line. You want him? No. Pass. Remember when Ninja played Fortnite with Drake? Good time. Hey Drew, can you do the Pokemon rap? I can't, but you can watch my twin, Brian David Gilbert, do the better Pokemon rap live on YouTube. You can see preset character number 7. I'm preset character number 8. Do the Poke rap, but better. Golden Vow. Remains that turned into light after being blessed with an incantation of the Erdtree. Craftable item. Uses FP to rise into the air, increasing attack and defense of the caster and nearby allies. The incantation serves as a rite that honors the comrades who placed their faith in a distant Erdtree and gave their... I want to see it. Oh, I was thinking that I would raise in the air. Like, it would be like... Oh, buff. You know, like, I was thinking like that. Like, but no. He DM'd me about the gig first. Said he really needs some work. What do I tell him? Tell him to raise that kid. I'm generic male number 3. Going down the list. Good night, Mimic. I love you. Mwah! Thanks for sticking around, bud. Looking forward to the rap career. Listen. If rapping for Jesus, if the priest that did rapping for Jesus can get as popular as he did, then I can too.
What?
I get it. He loves Adonis when he needs him for an album cover. Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom. Fuck. I thought I could just aggro it. But no. Okay. You okay? Are you okay, buddy? You're just kind of, hey, you're just kind of accepting it. I feel bad about this. I don't want to, like, I feel bad about this now. Like, I'm still gonna do it. But I feel like you're not making an effort to, like, fight back or anything, and it feels wrong. Not wrong enough where I'm not gonna do it, but it feels wrong. I'll remember you. Hey, Case, how you doing? Oof. Eh. Oh. Cracking my elbows. Out of all the people they cut for it, they ask you? What are you talking about? I'm caught up. About the rat beef? Oh, so what it was is like me and my hairstylist lady. I say hairstylist, she's just a lady that cuts my hair, okay? It just sounds fancy. We're like buds, we're like friends. Like she's known me since I was like 13. She's been cutting my hair since like since high school. Yeah, hairdresser, that's the word. Thank you. She's been cutting my hair since I was a teenager. In high school, so like we just know each other and we're talking, and like she talked about her kids, or no, sorry, grandkids. She was talking about her grandkids because she's an older lady, and talking about how they were obsessed with the music that was coming out of the Kendrick Drake stuff, right? So we were just talking about that, and then that grew into me she asked, and then I explained the Kendrick Drake beef, the way that I understand it, which is basically just Drake was just kind of trying to make good music, and Kendrick was like, "You have a kid." That's basically how that went. That's basically a summarization of the entirety of that beef that happened. That's basically it. Can you destroy all the tables in that room, please? Oh, okay, sorry, I'll go back. My bad. But yeah, it was basically just that. Is I just explained what happened. And, like, I know what happened. Like, you said, like, no offense, but you're extremely white man. Like, I know what happened there. Like, fully. I just couldn't remember Kendrick's name. Despite listening to quite a bit of his music, I couldn't remember Kendrick's name. So, and because I started thinking of, again, I started thinking of Kofi Kingston, who's a wrestler, literally only because his name starts with K. And once Kofi Kingston was in my head, I couldn't stop thinking of Kofi Kingston. He would not leave my brain. So I couldn't think of the name Kendrick. Once Kofi was there, he was there. That's terrifying. What is happening, chat? Whew. Hang on. Let me remove these. I don't need them. What is this? Oh, little guys! Look, little guys! Croissant's people! Croissant's people are here! Oh. Okay. Hmm. Is that the guy from Dark Souls 3? Is that an Abyss Watcher? Hi. Hey, how you doing? Ooh, that's fucking sick. That's fucking awesome. I died, but it was in a cool way. That guy's fucking awesome. All right. Drake dropped a song that played on Kendrick's thing, and the next part was 6. So Drake dropped a single called Heart Part 6, and Kendrick didn't react. Then when he dropped his album during holidays, released Heart Part 6 as if nothing happened. What are you talking about? Heart Part 6. My earbud just died. For Drake and Kendrick, you explained that in a way that was much more boring than the way that I explained it. The beef, that is. Chad, I'm going to teach you a easy storytelling trick. I'm going to teach you an easy storytelling trick. My audio cut out completely. It just did a click and then it turned off. Oh, this earbud is very low. This earbud might be dead. I didn't close the top of the case. Yeah, this earbud's dead. I never closed the top of the case, so I guess it just never started charging. Well, this has never happened before. Alright. Well. Don't you dare shade me? Who said I'm shading you? Here's a storytelling trick. Here's how you tell good stories every time. Okay? So, a lot of the time, when you're telling a story, like, even if it's just like, oh, how was your day? You know, and you tell that story, right? There's kind of 2 ways to go about that. And one of the ways is, like, not as good as the other. You told that story bad. I said you told that story more boring than I did because you just said you did the option. Let me finish. So there's 2 ways to tell a story, right? Like, again, let's say that it's like, oh, how was your day? And like you're telling someone about, well, you're telling someone about your day, right? Option number 1 is kind of the option that most people go with for that way, for that method. But it's kind of not a great way to go about it, right? This is most people. You're like, so first I woke up and then I brushed my teeth and then I got in my car and I noticed that it was cold. So, and then I went back in the house and I got some water and I heated it up and then I poured it over the windshield so that the ice was gone. While my car heated up, and then I got in the car and I started my car and then I drove to work. You know, like that's one way to tell the story, right? Instead, there's option number 2, which is an easier way to tell a good story. And the simple way to put it is instead of saying, and then, you instead go towards the direction of because of. I got out of bed and because my teeth smelled bad, because my breath smelled bad, I brushed my teeth. In that time, I went out and I got in my car. I noticed it was cold because of the cold weather. So I went inside and I got some hot water, and I put it on the windshield while the car heated up. I got in my car, and the drive was, like, you get the idea? Like, it's all because of. It's cause and effect. You focus on the cause, and then you talk about the effect, rather than just going and then. So, like, you get the idea? Trying to break that, bitch. You are missing the point. But that's an easy way to tell good stories that are like little stories. Obviously you're not gonna fucking tell a novel in that fashion, but it's like little stories, like just like how was your day or whatever. Like that's how you tell a story that like keeps people engaged in what you're saying. That's how that works. Yeah. I've also heard that if you say the consequence before you tell the story, it gets the listener naturally intrigued. Yeah, exactly. So that's why you talk about the cause and then the effect. Or if the effect is the issue, then you say the effect and then the cause. But that's too complicated for like most people when they're just thinking naturally, right? So in turn, the way to say it instead is, instead of saying and then, you focus on because of. And that's how you tell a good story. To keep someone engaged. Ooh. 14 hours ago, it came out that the subsidiary of Universal that Kendrick is under, both of the heads are being sued for alleged sexual misconduct. Not surprised. So should Drake. I can't sleep. I tried everything, even my sleepy time train playlist. I'm unsure what to do. Get yourself some tea. Some chamomile tea. Tiefling, if you open your mouth real wide and you say the letter R like this, R, R, over and over again, eventually you will yawn. And that yawn sends the signal into your brain that, hey, it's sleep time. That's a trick. I know how to tell good stories. Use the hero's journey. Works every time. I mean, like, yeah, that's for like novel storytelling. Okay, like we're not talking about like a novel or a short story. Okay, we're talking about fucking short little baby stories. Okay, it's different. It's different. Didn't you have to look at you and I yawned? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Anyways, to finish up my story of me telling my hairdresser all that stuff, basically I told the entire story of the Kendrick Drake drama while not remembering Kendrick's name, so I just kept saying K-name. But I gave the recap of what the drama was. I woke up in the morning and then I encountered a wise old man who told me to brush my teeth, and then I brushed my teeth, but then, so you're doing the thing. But then I missed some teeth, and then I trained really hard and found some friends to help brush my teeth, and then I brushed my teeth again, and then I did it the end. And then. Good story. Good story. Good story. Good story. I would like to meet this wise old man. I have questions. I have questions. So did you not like Us, or did you not like GNX? Is GNX the name of the album? I didn't like either. I didn't like the new album, and I didn't like Not Like Us. I liked Euphoria. And I like a lot of other Kendrick stuff. I like a lot of the older Kendrick music. But I didn't like the new album, and I didn't like Not Like Us. Not Like Us, in particular, felt rushed. Which it probably was, because all of that stuff happened very quickly. Like I've said before, I've said before, and I still wholeheartedly believe it. I think Kendrick is the best rapper out there right now when it comes to like poetry. Because like rap stands for rhythm and poetry. So the poetry side of that, I think Kendrick is the best. Period. I don't think there's a single person better than Kendrick out there right now at the poetry side of that. The rhythm part of that is where a lot of his music is flawed. A lot of the rhythm is incredibly repetitive and just not interesting. Now that's not true for all of his music. Again, there's a lot of older stuff out before the beef happened that are really, really good on both accounts. Like really, really good. But that whole album I had that opinion of, and Not Like Us I also had that opinion of. Yeah. I'm gonna ignore that guy for now. I need to find a grace or a shortcut, one of the two. Okay. Point of rap beefs is to respond promptly, which is why Drake got clowned. Yeah. Now people writing articles about Kendrick not getting paid for the Super Bowl as if anyone has ever been paid for the Super Bowl. I have no idea about any of that. Funk has the best rhythm, the genre, not me. You know, I still haven't, like, fully dived into the genre. I listened to a little bit. I never, like, fully dived in. Be summoned to assist Needle Knight Letta. Be summoned to assist Horn Scent. What do I want?
How do you know the sub renewed? Well, here's to 18 months.
Oh yeah. How you doing, Assassin? You said 18 months. Hope you enjoy your emotes and your balloons. It can be ignored if you choose. What the fuck? Why would I ignore it? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Thanks for the sub. Hope you enjoy your emotes and your balloons. Horn Scent.
Worthy Horn Scent, I will dispose of you before your thirst for revenge beckons our undoing. I can no longer trust your will.
In the end,
I knew this day would come. The nature of your kind, I am certain, will always show itself. Given time, interfere not with my business. Zealot, what could your purpose possibly be? I do not recollect begging for help.
Have you been taken in by the plight of the Hornsent? Foolish, but hardly unexpected. Man is a compassionate animal, for better or worse. You have bested me. A single betrayal. Enough to turn the tides. Unfortunate. But I will leave you be. For now.
Do not interfere. This is my revenge.
That's not what the subtitle said. Ashavor's Swift Slash and Letta's Rune. Blessing of Nino Knight Letta, an unalloyed light that has never dwelled in an eye. Use it to gain 40,000 runes. Miquella gifted Letta with a gentle gold to bring a soft hue to her faded eyes. A skill passed down amongst Hornsent swordsmen takes swift forward step to slice through foes. The sharp strike also fires off a shearing vacuum. Can be charged to increase the skill's power and distance of the forward step. Usable on backhand blades. Okay. So I'm gonna do the quack. Super Bowl is one of the I'm paying you an exposure. Oh, just like making art for me. So if you helped Letta, Hornsent would have been dead. I feel as though that was a big choice. I'm curious to taste it. Don't answer me. I'm curious to see how this changes Letta's storyline and if it is even, like, followed at all. I don't know. Can't wait to redeem that arcade machine. Still haven't changed it to your 3D model. Still haven't done it. Never mind then. I've been busy. Hey, Keon, how are you? How you doing? Oh. Okay, hang on. Hi, Ray. How are you? How's your stream? Elden Ring. A vastly different game than League of Legends, the game you were just watching. This is a lore through. However, it's a little different. Usually, during the rest of the game, we were doing, like, big lore deep dives because I know everything there is to know about the main game of this game. However, I have never played the DLC. I don't know anything in this DLC. So we've been going through and reading just about every item we found, like this one, which is enchanted with an ancient Erdtree incantation. Such ministrations are all but lost in the art of the realm of shadow. But also just, you know, paying attention to the lore in the story and the general aesthetic of the areas and that kind of thing. Trying to learn what's going on. So, yeah. Yeah. This guy's design is fucking awesome. Oh, oh. Oof. Are you a servant of no, you're using, like, Mesmer stuff. I don't know. seems like he's doing bleeding. Or not bleeding, but the blood flame stuff. Oh! Oh! Do you know what kind of chemical anteaters have in their stomachs? Antacid. Ah! Good one. How you doing, Balfour? Also, how you doing, Minnow? And Red, and Dryad, and thank you for the follow, Ragnasal. I'll give you a spiel in a minute. I seen Keon said something. Where was it? Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 is glitchy, and not in a Keon likes FNAF security breach kind of way. I don't think you've played any of them, so don't touch this one. I won't be. I would not like the Poppy Playtime games. I already know. Hey, Candy, how you doing? It's cooking, Candy, man. Oof. Ray has to remove everything from cosplay and work tomorrow. Have a good day at work and good luck. I love you. Good night. Mwah. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, this is awfully late for you. Or you? Guy reminds me of Blasphemous, the game. Still need to play that. Still need to play that and like to completion. I started it, but never really got very far. Fire Knight Gauntlets, but I want so much more than that. Gauntlets of the Fire Knights under Mesmer the Impaler's personal command. Each and every knight hailed from a renowned family of the Erdtree's upper echelons, but were shunned and chased from their homes after pledging allegiance to Mesmer as their master. Hang on, I feel like I didn't consume that. Hang on. Okay, so they're just like, they're nobles that serve under Mesmer personally. Yeah, he's kind of less cool now. Now that this has happened. Hang on, I'm gonna go back to the past Samurai Jack. And I'm gonna fucking see if he respawns. And if he does, then I'm gonna try to get a drop. Can I ask a very specific lore question for main game I found myself thinking today? Yeah, sure. If there is an answer, I most likely know it. Oh my god, what's happening? Well, I'm gonna go back and sit back down now that I've been poisoned. Boink. In Weaving Peninsula, on one of the beaches near Castle Morn, there are 4 provoked jellyfish. Why do you believe these ones in particular are always aggressive? Hang on. I don't think there's an actual, like, full-on answer. Definitive. But, as you can see here... Oh, this actually doesn't give the answer that I was looking for. It's a different item. Never mind, hang on. Is it the summon? Yeah. As you can see here, a floating spirit that illuminates its surroundings, prone to tears, the jellyfish girl searches for her distant home, will bravely spew poison at foes on her summoner's behalf. This item, and I think a different one somewhere, explains that the spirit jellyfish are children. So, all of the spirit jellyfish that you see around, including at Castle Morn, right around here, I think, or actually it's right here, right around here. Each and every single one of these is children. So if we went there, I believe they're like sitting next to a boat. This game destroyed my pinky. Why's that? They're surrounding a boat, I believe. Let's go check a look. That's the beach I was mentioning? Yeah, I know. I know where they are. I remember. They aren't surrounding a boat. But they are surrounding 2 chairs and a dead guy. So maybe if these are children who we know like have thought, because there's a different spirit jellyfish that speaks to our spirit jellyfish that we have that we can summon, then we can assume that these 4 jellyfish probably have beef with this guy. That guy right there in that chair, they probably have beef with that guy. And because of that guy, they're aggressive. That would be my guess based on what we know. But again, there's not a definitive answer to that. We don't find like an item that says that, but that would be my guess. Since they all have additional tendrils, I'd assume they're a different breed. Possibly a breed that camouflages their less threatening relatives to trick their prey. Maybe. But I don't know. They're aggressive because they're trying to protect each other? Maybe, but why are they trying to protect each other before you do something? Because usually with a spirit jellyfish, you have to hit it, and then it turns red and starts attacking you. These jellyfish are just aggressive right off the rip. And there are other spirit jellyfish in the game that are like that. But all of them are children. Every single one of the spirit jellyfish are a dead child. So they and we know that they have thought because again, we interact with one that speaks. So we know that they have thought. Still. So for those 4 specifically, they probably have beef with that guy. There's a bunch in a cave that are all aggressive. They're probably aggressive because you're coming into their home. That one is probably preemptive, as you're saying, Quack. There's a few others. Have you tried coming out to them without a weapon? They are always red like that. But yeah. These guys are... This guy is consistent. Okay, then I'm going to eat this. I'm going to try to get more of this guy's gear. Dang it. I was hoping I could just aggro through. Thank you for entertaining my question. Of course. But yeah, we don't have a specific answer for that, but that would be a good theory of why they're mad. Beyond that, I don't know. There could be other theories of why. My initial thought was that they were surrounding a boat, and I was wrong. I was thinking maybe one of their friends died and had a boat burial. And we're upset because of that. But, guess not. Freshly singed battlegrounds effusing... Chat, I'll be right back for 1 second. All good. Freshly singed battlegrounds effusing with the stench of the dead. Forbidden lands that will be excised from the memory of history. What better place than the realm of shadows, then, for such an army? This is for the little guys. Does it make my eyes glow like that? Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? Where is it? Chat, did you see it? There it is. Whoa. I'm like a Jawa. And he's gone. I'm back. Maybe the guy in the chair said, we have McDonald's at home and then died. Maybe. Look at that. I'm like a Jawa. I like it. Honestly, I like it a lot. It kind of looks like a character from Dark Souls 3. Not as good as Pumpkin. Clearly, the Shadow Militiamen are just failed Yu-Gi-Oh! Players who have escaped the Shadow Realm, or in the Shadow Realm right now. This game is indeed a tie-in with Yu-Gi-Oh! 100%, for sure. I need to get good. Freshly singed battlegrounds. It says the same thing. Okay. All right, I have to give up on this and move on a little. I hope there's if there's like a grace in here, then I'll continue fighting this guy for loot. But I'm getting unlucky with drops. Okay, cool. There is. Then I'll keep going. What is that? Specimen Storehouse. Huh? Is that the Ancestral Spirit boss? This guy? It looks like that, right? Huh. Alright, well I'm gonna keep fighting this guy for a hot minute. Pointed helm of the Fire Knights under Mesmer the Impaler's personal command slightly increases maximum HP, stamina, and equip load. Each and every knight hail... Oh, we read that part. Okay. What's it look like? Oh, it's pretty heavy. Looks like that. Kind of looks like the mouth of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. The guy who always looks like that.
Yes, sir. You get me the ring. I want the ring, oh, yes. Give me the ring. Yes. I want the one ring that rules them all. You will never get into Mordor.
Hey, guy. You know the one. You know the one. Hang on. Great Sword of the Fire Knights. Long and slender blade that undulates like fire. Blessed with the Flame Incantation, further flame imbuement will amplify the effect and greatly increase the armament's power. Very epic. Very cool. We'll give it a try once we're done grinding. We still need to get the chest piece. Let's see what. Oops. Let's see what this thing does. Okay. It is a very large sword. Okay. How is that different from other colossal swords? Here, let's use the classic. Oh, it might be faster. Oh yeah, it is a little different. It does like a pierce at first. Okay. Let's try a different colossal sword and see if that's consistent. Let's try the Godslayer's Great Sword. Yeah, so it has like a pierce attack at first. It also seems faster. Oops. Okay. I assume all of that is fucked up once I start dual wielding. Past it, I think. Yeah, it just goes back to the default. Okay. Interesting. I still need the, I gained a level from all that I just did, so let's do that real quick. But I still need the chest piece from those guys. I've been informed for the VOD watchers. There's a little guy throwing it back here. That there are more of those dudes around here. So I'll look around. We'll find him. Oh, look at this. What's back here? Anything? Oh. Huh. Little hidden area. Little hidden area back here. Yoink. With a talisman. Nice. Oh, it looks like this is a way down for when I'm up there. Okay. Okay. Yoink. Oh, these guys, these shades are different than the others. These are like, these are wearing like Roman, what do you call it? Togas or whatever the fuck. What do you call it? Chow, what's it called? Chow, what's it called? Oh, hi. These guys were like not fully like shades like the other ones. These were like, these guys have like some color to them. The other ones were like completely monochrome, but with like the blue outline or whatever. Is it called a toga? The thing that the Romans would wear? Sorry, the music, but wouldn't queue up. I didn't look if there was a way around, another way off that elevator. I didn't see. This looks like a trap. Is this a trap? Yes. Okay. Is this an illusion? Is this an illusion? No. I feel as though, given the fact that I took 2 steps inside this building and there was a hidden wall behind a bookshelf, if there were illusions in this DLC, they would be in this building. You know what I mean? Oh, Toga, robe you wear in what situation? Like, they would do, like, the Senate meetings or whatever, and they would wear it. Hi. I wasn't expecting to see more of these guys, honestly. Is that a bat? A statue of one. Wall of Sparks. Yes, I did see all the gremlins down there. Oh, to be meat inside of a jar. Knew it. Saw Toga? Okay. Oops. Nothing new. Wall of sparks scatter perfumed powder in vicinity, producing intense sparks after a brief delay. Can be charged to increase power and range. The properties of the sparks are determined by the perfume bottle used. It's only available on perfume bottles. Okay. I forgot that they had a massive meat penis that they could deploy at any time. I also have that, but it's illegal to do that. Anal. You saying anal like that reminded me of Hazel Lily. Hope she's doing all right. I seen that she was taking a break for a bit. Hope she's doing all right. Seven Vegonias. God, you know, I couldn't agree more. Hello? Oh, you're like different. Or you do the one that's doing the fucking amnesia floor? Only knowers know. Chat, hear me out. What if I did an Elden Ring... Let me rephrase. What if I ran a D&D campaign in the world of Elden Ring? Just so that eventually someone can take it over so that I can play a little baby pot, a little baby jar. That's all I want. I just want to play as one of these little baby jars. Or more so Pathfinder. It would probably be Pathfinder, because again, I very much want to learn and enjoy Pathfinder. It would probably be Pathfinder rather than D&D. But still. Yeah, I just want to be a little baby jar warrior. Hello. There's an ad about to happen, and we never took a full-on pee break, and I have to pee. So we're going to do it right here, and I'm just going to chill out. The pee break was so long that I went into default position. I wanted to say something. Oh, yeah. The process for pee breaks, because of the ad changes and bullshit, that are beyond my control, that process has changed so much that, like, I need to go through and, like, fully remake the pee break transitions. Because, like, I kind of know why things are breaking a little. But I'd have to, like, fully go through and remake the system. So maybe that's a thing for next 12 hour. I don't know. We'll see. I also want to go back to the old shout out provider that I used before, the clip player. Because while it did break every now and then when people did like multiple shout outs in a row, it had the ability to sort by new to make it so that it would only do clips from the last year. And while it breaking was inconvenient, I would rather not have people have a clip play from 4 years ago and then them go, wah, that's so old. Wah, wah. You know, I feel like it's better to have it be recent clips. I kind of want to backtrack. I feel like this is moving on to the next chapter in a way of this area, and I kind of don't want to do that. I kind of want to backtrack. I think I'm going to travel up here and take a different path. Which, like, valid complaint. You know, I'm goofing, but, like, valid complaint. So, like, I just, valid unless it's playing an old clip because they haven't deleted the ones they dislike. But yeah, it's like, so I kind of want to go back to the old clip provider because of that. Maybe talk to them about the error I'm experiencing, you know? But, yeah, I'd have to redo all that as well, because right now that's also broken. It'd be a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft!
Hey, Matter, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing swell. I'm doing dandy, dare I say. What did I pick up on the head of that dude? Well, can't look at it right now. That guy dropped something. Okay. I think it was this. An iris blessed with an incantation of the Erdtree, placed on the eye of another to grant them the light of grace as a fleeing blessing. It can also be used to receive the blessing of an equipped great rune. Oh. In the realm of shadow, this artifice was employed by the priests of the Erdtree to quell the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. Huh. Uses FP to conjure fire snakes from the spot that is thrown. The writhing snakes pursue foes. Fire was a symbol of the crusade, and even Mesmer's rank-and-file soldiers would wield it. Okay. Okay. Oh. Hi. Hello. I see you're using different weapons than the other one. Okay. Didn't drop anything, though. Kind of regret using that item now. But live and learn! Living on the day of tomorrow! Live and learn! And now Bobby do. Live and learn! Big Chunk just fucking raided my stream! Live and learn! How was Valorant? Oops, wrong button. Hit.
I love Sonic, dude. How did you know? Did you know whose real name is Olgovi?
What? No, I didn't know that. No, I didn't. Is that real? Is this a fibbage right now? Or am I being miles per hour? Ogilvy Maurice Wentworth Hedgehog. What? That's insane. None of that has anything to do with Sonic. Oh! Missed. Missed me, missed me. Now you gotta kiss me. No smooches for me. Source? Trust me, bro. My source is that I made it the fuck up! I believe you. Was good. Very varied games, but a ton of fun. What'd you play? I seen that you ended on Valorant. What else did you do? Hang on, timeout. Thank you. No! Bad. Stop. You're bad. It's real? It's fucking real? That's an insane name. But hey, you know? Good for him for changing it to Sonic. You know what I'm saying? Good on him. Good choice. Oh boy, a beast horn. All I've ever wanted, a beast horn. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I seen that you're doing Power World. Tried to set up a server and realized that I am bad at it, and then played some Power World, and then played Valorant. Good times. As in tried to set up a Power World server? Because I did see you were playing Power World. None of that led to that guy. Oh, there's actually more down here. Did I not explore down here? I thought I did. Are y'all just wandering? Were these guys just wandering? Chat? Chunk is a very good friend of mine. I play games with Chunk very often, including roughly every Tuesday over on his stream for Baldur's Gate 3, where we are both where I am doing my second playthrough. I think this is like your third or fourth attempt at Act 1, but we're past Act 1 now. We're in Act 2, so I think this is your second playthrough now of Baldur's Gate 3. We're making our way through. We're doing a Dark Urge run, which is basically we're bad guys, but we're kind of trying to resist the urge. Missed an NPC in here? Well, I'll get there. I can always go back. But yeah, we're doing all that. And also a bunch of other stuff. I play Valorant with him often over there as well. Go follow Chunk. Go follow Chunk. Chunk's a good bean. He's also one of the funniest people that I know. Go follow Chunk. If not the funniest. Probably the funniest. Go follow Chunk. Good bean. Deserves the attention. I'm not done looking around. I can always find the NPC. Oh yeah, also, Chunk, thank you for the 8 months. Hope you're enjoying your emotes and your balloons. Okay. I don't think this is where I was getting shot from. I don't think so. Maybe it was. I see an item up there on the hair. What are you? Is this a giant horn scent? Huh. I don't think this is a statue. Okay, I'm good. Ass. Huh. Skadoosh. What's that say? Message left by Sir Ansbach, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Miquella's trail. It would seem that the people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Skadoo tree, barring access. However, there is no route that leads there from this storehouse. Perhaps there's another way to reach the holy quarter from somewhere else in that keep. In this keep, I mean. I abandoned here my arm dextral. What the fuck is a dextral? You mean 19? It says resubscribe for 8 months and then subscribe for 19. My bad. Thanks for the 19 months. Hope you enjoy your emotes and your balloons. You got 2 out of 3, and it goes to shuffle. What'd you get? You got something. What'd you get? What'd you get? You got VIP for a month. It says big chunk, but it actually goes to shuffle. It just does that because it's who redeemed it. It actually goes to shuffle. It actually goes to shuffle. It doesn't go to... Yeah, there's no way for me to control that. There's no way for me to control that. Okay, there's no way. You also got that. There's no way for me to control that. So... Okay. Alexa, set a reminder 1 month from now.
What's the reminder for?
Remove VIP from shuffle.
What time March 1st should I remind you?
3:14 a.m.
Okay, I'll remind you March 1st at 3:14 a.m.
There you go. And Chunk, thank you for gifting a sub to Yensei, Kathamus, Aru, that's crazy, Chai, that's crazy, and Shuffle. Hope you all enjoy your emotes and your balloons. Please thank Chunk, especially Shuffle. So you said that I missed an NPC in here. Oh wait, do I have enough to upgrade my Skadoo? No. Look at the Sonic lore. His first name is of Finnish origin, translating to High Plains, which is the first level on the 2D platforming Sonic games. Yeah. That's cool. Interesting. Yeah, Grass Hill Zone or whatever. On the first floor I missed someone? That's crazy. I wonder if I can... Hang on, I should level up before I do this. Okay. Green Hill Zone? What did I say? Grass Hill Zone? Oh. Same thing. Huh. Huh. Now, how am I supposed to get that, I wonder? Oh. How long is the fruit? It's 5 or 10 minutes, one of the two. Ooh. Okay. So down here, I missed an NPC somewhere. Good night, Chunk. I love you. Mwah! Thanks for the raid. And the subs. I appreciate it. Oops. Ooh-wee. Dooba-dabba-dee, rappa-doo-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Bo-ba-dee-dee-dee-dee. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum, rappa-dee-dee-dee. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-dum-ba-da-dum, ooba-dabba-dee. Maybe over here. Continue towards the stairs. There is a back room. Okay. Oh, yeah, I did miss this. I'm not being followed, right? Okay, cool.
Righteous Tarnished. It's been some time. After unburdening my soul to you, I had hoped to make a fresh start. But there was one thought I could not dislodge from my mind. So, here I am. Quite unable to move on. After Lord Moke's slaying at his dynastic palace,
my bad.
It appears his body has been absconded with and taken straight to kind Miquella. Surely you recall that I once served Lord Moog as a pureblood knight. After failing him in every regard and losing sight of my vows, I'd do anything to make amends in whatever meager way I can. What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains?
It's a good question.
The implications are rather unnerving. What could they possibly have in mind?
Interesting. Thank you for calling that out, Assassin. Also, it's not over. It just goes away when I press cinematic mode. So they brought Lord Moog to Miquella. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you for calling that out, Assassin. I probably would have missed that. Let's head back up, though. Okay. Same shit. Ooh. So this is one path that I could take. I could also turn around and take the other path. It looks like there's two separate, completely different paths. One goes down, one goes up. Right now I'm heading towards up. Ansbach left a whoa! Left a thing. What did the thing say again? It would seem that the people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Skidoo tree, barring access. There's no route that leads there from the storehouse. Perhaps there's another way to reach the holy quarter from somewhere else in this keep. Okay. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Okay. Still not their fucking chest piece, though. I need you to know that if I reach a boss up here, I'm turning around. Well, I need to turn around real quick. I rushed ahead to fight Fireball guy. Fireball! 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 But I need the... There's an item right here. Firefly! Firefly! And then I need... Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. I think I saw that they can be bad for us adults too, especially neurodivergent ones. Yeah, they're only here for like 5 minutes. Maybe 10. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know if my brain can get any slower. Meanwhile, my brain moves too fast. My brain never stops. There it goes. Oh, this is where I was getting shot at from. Poke, poke. Poke. Slash, slash. Yoink. Poke, poke. Oh, maybe here's where I Maybe here's where I reach the item that's hanging from his hair. From the dangling dude's hair. Oof. Okay. Body piece, torso, torso, torso. God damn it! Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Boom, boom, boom. Ain't no ad break when she's away. A pee-pee. A pee-pee poo-poo. Ha-ha, hee-hee, poop, stinky. Ha-ha, yoink. Yeah, I need those.
Let me see. Fickle, fidgety little letters. I should wipe you clean off the page.
Yeah?
Now, Freya. Don't let it rile you up. Take it slow. Take it slow.
Freya?
By my lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Your outfit looks different. you! Oh, that's not you! Oh, that's not you! I've been debated! I've been tricked! Tricked! Fooled! Fooled! Oh no! No! Let me alone! Stranger danger! Stranger danger! No! Stop it! Stop it! Cease! Stop! 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 No way to look. Yeah, yeah. And now I take back the night. Ah, no! Stranger danger, stranger danger, stranger danger. Back up. Yeah. Okay. Stop. 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 Stop.
Lord, will I ever not sense of jungle?
No! He got me good. Oh boy. Pickled liver. Oh boy. Oh boy. I love it. Jump down for it. I think I'm good. Few also. Hey Zebium. How you doing? I don't know if I said your name right. Try my best. How you doing? Few can decipher the scroll which describes the secret rite of the divine gateway said to be found at the tower enshrouded by shadow. A lord will usher in a god's return, and the lord's soul will require a vessel. A soul made of white tree bark. Few can decipher the scroll which describes the secret rite of the divine gateway said to be found at the tower enshrouded by shadow. A lord will usher in a god's return, and the lord's soul will require a vessel. Thank you for the follow. Please don't confirm anything that I'm about to say. Any of you. Not just to you specific. A lord will usher in a god's return, and the lord's soul will require a vessel. Do I still have the video open? I do. Gateway. Gateway? Discord? Gateway? Maybe? Lord will usher in a god's return. A lord will usher in a god's return. A lord I don't know. A god's return. Godwin? I don't know. This Lord's soul will require a vessel. Okay, theory time. Theory time. I think... So, what we know about Miquella, in reality, is very little, right? We can theorize a couple things, and I know one thing that I'm not telling y'all, because it hasn't been, like, 100% confirmed by the game, so I don't want to say. But, don't forget what Tina said. What did Tina say? Or Trina say, sorry, Tina. What did Trina say? It was, don't turn that poor thing into a god. Oh yeah, she did say poor thing. Don't turn that poor thing into a god. Okay. So I don't know the context of the poor thing. Clearly the poor thing is probably the vessel that she's that note's referencing. So the poor thing is probably the vessel. I think what is happening is, I think Miquella's goal is to revive Godwyn. Because one of the few things... Hi, Beal, how are you? One of the few things that we know for, like, a shaky fact, like, it's not a 100%, but one of the things that we know is that Miquella and Godwyn had a good relationship to some degree, and Miquella was trying to revive Godwyn at Castle Sol using the Eclipse, and that failed. Whatever ritual Miquella was doing to pull off that revivification, it failed. We don't really know more detail than that. But what that does say is that Miquella wants to revive Godwyn. So, with that context, to me, that reads as Miquella is at the Erdtree, the Erdtree, and is trying to recover Godwyn's soul and put it into a vessel. Now, it says Lord. Maybe I don't understand why Miquella is shedding his godhood to do this. I don't want any confirmation or anything. I'm very curious to taste it. And obviously we're going to learn more. But that one single note told us more about this DLC than anything else so far. Zebium, or Zebium, thank you for the follow. I stream Thursday through Sunday at 10 p.m. EST. Ooh. Every single, sorry. I stream Thursday through Sunday at 10 p.m. EST. We switch off between two different games. I also run a bunch of events. I do a bunch of content on different platforms. I do a bunch of stuff. You don't need to keep up with everything that I do everywhere at all times. All you gotta do is join my Discord. If you join the Discord, there is a little announcement channel. I can show you. I'm right here. There's an announcements channel, and in here, I post weekly schedules every Monday morning that outlines all of the things I'm doing throughout the week. And it converts it to your time zone. So all you got to do is join the Discord, and you can keep up with everything that I'm doing in one place. Okay? Easy peasy. You'll soon understand. Oh, I'm sure. I'm just piecing it together. We did just also learn that Mesmer is another one of America's children, which I had a theory of before. I had a theory of that before. I had a theory of that the first time that we found a fucking black firefly thingy. So I've had that theory.
Lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Which has now been confirmed. Okay. I know that guy's gonna turn around. But, yeah, I mean, his name does start with M. That is true. But yeah, I'm just piecing it together. Oof, 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 see, stop. Okay. Okay. I think I just fucking healed him. Twice. You gotta go. You gotta go, buddy. Okay. Man. Did you fight any other bosses other than R'Lana? Like, out of the big ones, I fought R'Lana, I fought the, lion guy, and I met Saint Trina. So I fought the boss before Saint Trina. Here, you can see my map. to give you... Oh, I also fought Bale. You can see my map. Get a rough idea. Yeah, I also fought the hippo. The hippo... Hipporcupino. Yeah, I fought the Hipporcupino. Jesus Christ. I can't believe that missed. No thanks. I've been trying to get these dudes' chest piece for like 3 hours, and it hasn't happened. I have every other thing of their equipment, except for this guy's knives, because now there's another guy. Another weapon. But, I have everything else from these guys, except for their chest piece. So. You know... Okay. But man, am I overstocked on smithing stone 8s. If I ever want to swap to a non-boss weapon, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna be set. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing to this guy.
Lord, will I ever make sense of jumble?
I'm gonna sneak up behind him and I'm gonna backstab him. While he's in the animation of getting up, I'm gonna turn around and kill that guy. Because I would have had it were this guy not there to heal him. This time, however, he might be able to do it on his own. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oopsie poopsie. Sorry, I was working out. Worked out. Fuck. Yoink. Turn around, fire guy. Oh. Fuck you.
By my lord.
Okay.
Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Hi. Oops. Oops. Stop. Okay. Good night, Vic. I love you. Mwah! Chest piece, chest piece, chest piece, chest piece. Insult to injury every time. I'm out of healing. Let me head back here. Because it's clear that she's like yapping over here.
Lord, will I ever make sense?
Maybe to like
of this jumble?
signal that there's a hidden wall or something. Or maybe she's just above me. That is also a logical solution, is that she is just the level above me. Much more likely than there being a hidden path, but I just wanted to make sure, check a look around. Still haven't gotten that. I'll figure it out, but definitely thought I would find it by going through this path. Yoink. Oh boy, a sliver of meat. Hey.
Oh. Hello. I'm afraid I'm busy. Curse upon my lack of foresight. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance. I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance.
Is that all you have to say? I
I'm
can go down and talk to him.
Truly. I should have asked...
Yeah, okay. I'll head down and ask him. Let me pop a squat first. Alright. And then, first floor? I like this voice actor. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Carlax. Oh, you're live? Now, I'm not saying that as, like, a confirmation. I don't know. But it definitely sounds a lot like her. Her name is Redmane Freya. Back again. Anybody following me? Okay. Hey, man.
What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains? The implications are rather unnerving.
Freya.
Freya, by the gods. She must be feeling the need to reaffirm her allegiance before she heads to war. A true Redmane she is. Hardly troubled by the rot. But no one is without their shortcomings. She has a hard road ahead. It does make one think. Perhaps our concerns are but two sides of the same coin.
Hey, I got this secret right scroll.
Well, what's this? Yes, I should have known. Even the truth was itself mere folly. As if using Lord Moog to gain entrance to the Land of Shadow were not enough. He plans to use his corpse as the vessel of his king consort. He has forsaken Lord Moog's soul.
Oh!
Empty shell. It beggars belief.
That makes sense.
I'm afraid tender Miquella fails to grasp the humiliation implied by this act. One thing is certain. My dear lord deserved better. Righteous Tarnished, you have my gratitude. You have given me the answers I needed, but I can hardly fathom it. Such folly. Unto the end. I am a warrior, but I've aged. I cannot afford to act hastily. Curse it all. I know my limits. I could spend the rest of my life honing my craft, and still that creature would be out of my blade's reach. The absolute folly of it all.
I'll go do that, Zebium, but please don't say stuff like that in the future, okay? I like the discovery. But I'll go do it. I'm trying to focus on going up first before I start going down, because I noticed that there is like a completely different path down. That's like leading to a different area. But I assume what you're saying is that there's a alternate path on the elevator somewhere that I didn't see, because I very much looked away when I rode this thingy the first time. This elevator the first time. Couldn't think of the word. Crazy. this a lift? Yeah, I very much wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I'm gonna explore this area after. I'll do this. I'm down. Was it that? Did I just see it? No? Oh. Well, then I don't know. There's some under? Sometimes there's. Is that not a thing? Oh. Were you just trying to get me to go that path in general? I don't know what you were trying to lead me towards. I guess I wouldn't have found it. I guess you're good. I have no idea what you're referencing. Another elevator. There's another elevator? Is it like one of these? No, it can't be because there's not stuff. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, now I gotta wait. I'll just teleport. There's another elevator? Not trying to backseat game in any way. You're fine. I didn't even know there was another elevator. Oh, this one? Oh. I did forget that this existed. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Want to eat a meal that is so messy it requires me to shower afterward? Any suggestions? Sloppy Joe. Well, there's not an alternate path like that I can, like, fall onto or whatever. Because it's too far away from the edge. I have no idea what you're referencing. I'm willing to accept a little help here, because I have no idea what you're talking about. After you started asking about it on the map? I don't even remember asking about anything. Outside? Hey, buddy. Miss me? Okay. Chest piece. There are summon signs? I already did it. Talking about the horn set? I did that. And there's a ladder. Well, there was a ladder, wasn't there? I walked right by... I acknowledged this, and I completely forgot it existed. There was a ladder. I looked at this, and I walked away. Oh, yeah. What time is it? I can't sleep the ad anymore. I let it go by. I'll vibe for a second. I'll ad place. It'll only be like a minute and a half. I'll vibe. Okay. Probably could have swapped my earbuds out in that time. Didn't. Alright. Stream is nearing the end. The earbud did just say battery is low. Might be on a time limit here. I mean, detour is the goal, right? Like, I don't want to, I'm not going in here with the goal of 100%ing or anything, but I definitely would like to explore every nook and cranny, wink, that I could. Because, like, when I played Elden Ring the first time, I got pretty fucking close to 100%ing it naturally. And, just because I explore in the way that I do. I don't know. I would like to find quite a bit. If I miss a thing here or there, that's fine, but... Eventually here, I'm gonna have to go back to the first... Oh. Domain of Dragons painting. Work of a wandering artist. I wonder if this is the same wandering artist. This painter is said to have captured the landscape seen during the last months of those welcomed into death's embrace. The soul of the painter and vestiges of the dead's last moments can be discovered by visiting the location depicted even now. I know where that is. I believe that's on near Bale. Alright. Yeah. Do I have my lantern on? Nope. My watch said it's time to end the fucking Oh. Do you know why I take 5 million screenshots? Well, hi. So what's this way? Skidoo Altus. Hello. 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 No? You sure? Are you sure? Okay. Only get away with that once? Okay. Alright. Bum-ba-ding, da bum-ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. Yeah, I'm just going until I get grace. Which is right here. Oh! I see. Okay, so now I'm down here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this will wait until next stream. Let me do one more thing before I wrap. Hang on. Let's just to end it off. Just to end it off. I need to tell Freya what homie said.
I'm afraid I'm busy.
Oh, what? I thought...
I'm afraid I'm truly...
What? I thought he did. Did I not? I'm gonna go talk to him one more time. I know I'm overtime. I thought that was it. Did I not exhaust dialogue? Oh, I guess not. I don't know. Okay.
Righteous Tarnished, could you please give this to Freya?
Oh, my bad.
Thanks to you, she too will have the answer she requires. Freya possesses a youth I no longer have. This knowledge will surely stoke the flames of valor within her. Yes. I can see her barreling into the fray right now. Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs, but this is the only way I can help. Perhaps I should. This is the...
Okay. Back up. I know.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance. From Sir Ansbach? To me? What on earth could it... Yes. Of course. I see. As the Festival of War concluded, General Radahn's soul met an honorable end.
Yeah, I did that.
Miquella wishes to revive it.
Huh?
Which is fine by me. I know it would pain old Jeren, but war has always suited General Radahn best. And certainly far more than any honorable death. Endless war to invigorate the soul, as befits General Radahn, the Great Lion.
Huh?
Thank you. Now I finally cast off my misgivings. Give my regards to Honorable Ansbach. Tell him, if we should meet in battle, to face your bow would be fine enough. But to face your blade would be an honor. All that remains is the fight. For our kind Miquella. All that...
Shield made to resemble a fierce golden lion with a luxuriant mane. Awarded to especially valorous members of Radahn's personal guard on occasion of its formation. Why Radahn? Why Radahn?
All that remains is the...
Okay. Just to make sure everything's done, because now I've given it to her. So, like, The thing that's like really twisting my noodle is when you're playing through... Oh, I guess not. Interesting. So, what I was okay, I'm going to say what I was going to say and how I just figured out that it was wrong. So what I was going to say is when you're playing through Elden Ring, you have the choice of which demigods you kill. You don't have to kill Radahn to finish the game. You don't have to kill most of them. The only one that you are required to fight and kill in reality is Morgott. He's the only one that you have to kill out of all of the demigod children to finish the game. Right? So I was going to say that of like, how is that possible when you could get to this DLC without killing Radahn? But what I realized is to get to the underneath area where we met both Mohg and entered this DLC, you have to kill Radahn to open up that pathway. So the only way to get there would be to kill Radahn. So in turn, Radahn has to be dead for you to enter this DLC. However, now that I'm saying that out loud, we use an item to teleport to Mohgwyn Palace to kill Mohg. Does he need to be dead to do that? I don't know. I'm obviously we're gonna learn more, but like I'm curious of like how would this DLC differ, if at all, if you don't kill Radahn, if that is even possible. I'm why is he reviving Radahn instead of Godwyn? Why? What is the purpose there? We'll figure it out. So Miquella used Miquella used Mohg's corpse to open the path to the Shadow Realm. I guess? No, that's not what it said. It said it was at the base of the Skidoo tree. DLC doesn't activate unless Radahn's dead? Okay, that makes sense. That's not what it said. It said that there was a gateway at the base of the Skidoo tree. So Miquella is opening a path at the base of the Skidoo tree. Skidoosh. I don't have the thing anymore, do I? No, I do. No, I don't. Where is it? I guess he took it. In a long-forgotten place where none would tread, the light of the grace quietly grew more and more brilliant. And then also we got exceedingly rare to find calculus, suffused with spirituality, found by hunting horned beast in the ancient ruins of Rau. Has a distinctive acrid color. Has a distinctive acrid odor, which some claim to be a sign of particular spiritual potency. So, I mean, yeah, probably incest. Let's be real. Everything's in. It doesn't matter. So, Miquella is at the base of the Skidoo tree, opening up a gateway using Mohg's corpse so that he can revive Radahn. What I don't understand, and I'm sure we'll figure it out. What I don't understand is why that requires Miquella to start shedding his flesh and shit. And what the purpose of the pathway that is leading us there. And what the purpose of all of Leda is. And even bigger than all of that, the biggest like question mark in the sky is, what is the purpose of Mesmer? What is the puzzle piece that is Mesmer of all of this?
Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs.
Oh, that's all it is? Oh, pass on Freya's message.
I should have expected as much from Freya. Some things simply never occur to her. Paralyzing fear. True despair. That's Freya through and through. That's Freya through and through.
Okay. Oh, Freya's gone. I feel as though in this session of Elden Ring, we gained so much information, and in classic Elden Ring fashion, every single bit of explanation we found, it resulted in an even larger question mark. In classic Elden Ring fashion, every single answer that we gained resulted in more questions. I love this fucking game. I love this so much. I love this part of video games. Of, like, piecing together the narrative and figuring out my way there. It's something that isn't possible, or not that it isn't possible. It's something that doesn't exist, like, super often, right? Because, like, it's very common for, like, these like, they call them Souls, like I say recursive, these recursive games. It's something that doesn't exist, that is very common for, like, these recursive games. But, like, in most other, like, genres, this isn't super common. Like, imagine if Naughty Dog did this. People would fucking throw a fit if Naughty Dog abandoned, like, their movie game level of cinematics and instead went towards a direction of a non-linear narrative that is told through history rather than dialogue, that is told through item descriptions instead of dialogue, a non-vocal story. Like, imagine, like, people would lose their fucking mind. People would be so angry at that. So, like, but I love this kind of game. It's the reason why I love Outer Wilds so much as well. It's the reason I love, not the only reason for these, but it's a big reason of why I love Hollow Knight as well. Like, I love these games for this kind of stuff. Because I love piecing together the story like this. It's so good. It's just, this game is so fucking good, and I wish they weren't making Night Rain. Man.